You know, I'm not really good at remembering things. My mind is really foggy when it comes to the past. It usually takes something to trigger an old memory for me to remember it, and then I'm thinking, how did I ever forget that? And that's exactly what happened to me over the holidays. So my son really loves Ninja Turtles, which just like I was when I was a kid, I love Ninja Turtles too. Maybe it just runs in the genes, or it's a generational thing, or maybe it just comes around like Halley's Comet or something. But one of his Christmas presents was the new Michael Bay Ninja Turtle sequel movie, Under the Shadows, Underneath the Shadows, Behind Shadows, From the Shadows. It's the Michael Bay Ninja Turtle Shadow ninja movie, and that Christmas night we watched this movie. And this Ninja Turtle movie triggered a memory that I had forgotten from long ago, which is really cool for you because I am going to share said memory. It was my earliest art memory. The first thing I ever remember drawing. So this takes place when I was 6 years old. I was a little short thing, way shorter than the other kids, and I had the totally stylish Asian bowl cut, and I was in the first grade. I mean, I kind of remember coloring with crayons every now and again and stuff, but the first drawing that I can remember drawing was of a Ninja Turtle. It was the early 90s, so we're talking the Ninja Turtles from the original cartoon series, where their faces were all rounded, and nothing like none of this new edgy cartoon Ninja Turtles or these weird Michael Bay Ninja Turtles. I don't remember how good it looked, but I do remember thinking that it was the best piece of art conceived by a first grader. I was also really big into toys and action figures because, you know, I was 6 years old, so I cut out the Ninja Turtle drawing, and it was kind of like a little action figure. So during my first grade year, we got this new kid in our class, and, you know, he looks kind of mean and stuff, but, you know, I'm a nice little 6-year-old, and I want to make some friends. I've already got friends, but I want to make new friends. I want this new kid to be my friend because he's new and he's different, and nobody's really talked to him yet or anything. I want to be this kid's friend. Also, he rides my school bus because he lives on the same route. So on the way home, I sit in front of this new kid, and I hang over the back of the seat looking all cool and stuff, and I say, hey new kid, I drew this cool Ninja Turtle drawing, and I want you to have it. He takes my really cool Ninja Turtle drawing, and with a stone-cold look on his face, he just rips it up. He destroys my masterpiece. This was my life's work at the time, and as I watched him rip up my Ninja Turtle cutout, it was like everything was in slow motion, and as he was ripping it up, I immediately regretted talking to this kid. I remember thinking that this kid was pure evil. He probably had to move to this school because he burned down his old school. So there it was, my Ninja Turtle in pieces, forsaken on the floor. I got super emotional, as, you know, a first grader would. I knew I had to do something. I had to stop this kid from being this way. I had to show this kid that we just don't do stuff like that around here. So I mustered up all my courage, and I balled up my fist, and then my fist fell apart, and then I slapped him. Now, I know what you're thinking. Brandon, you slapped a kid? And before you get the wrong idea, I never liked confrontation. I was always the nice kid who tried to make friends, and I've never been in a fight before. Also, at this time, I hadn't played Street Fighter yet, so I didn't know how to punch or anything like that. But at the time, this was some big-time first-grader stuff going down right here. So yeah, I slapped him. Needless to say, he balled up his fist and he punched me once and became my bully for the rest of the year until he moved to another school again. He didn't burn hours down and then move away. I don't know what happened. He just had to move away or something. I never seen the kid again, and actually, I don't think I've ever had a bully since then. It was pretty much my fault. I kind of created my own enemy. I guess I'm like Batman. I was like the first grader Batman at the time. I guess that'd be the best way to think about it. But even though he rejected my amazing Ninja Turtle drawing that I cut out into an action figure, that didn't stop me from drawing. And my other friends were happy to accept and play with all the other paper dolls that I made. I mean, action figures. I guess this also doubles as the first time that I ever got criticism and the first time that I reacted badly to criticism. So, moral of the story is, if you make a Ninja Turtle paper toy and you give it to somebody and they dislike it, do not slap them. They could end up being your bully.